Hi everybody, this is Antoinette Contreras with Coldwell Banker Bain here in Seattle, and I have an amazing house to show you this afternoon. And I am actually going to really take my time with this home because it's unique. We're in Madrona, which is already a unique neighborhood, but on top of that, this house, which you will see in just a moment, has so many details to it. They took the time with this home to really make it very personable, but then being very aware of the little things. Sometimes that's what makes a house. So I just wanted to let you know we are going to have, if you have any questions, please feel free to comment in this. If you know anybody interested, please feel free to tag them. This is a beautiful craftsman, again, brought to you by my colleague, Judy Honican, and thank you, Judy. So I'm going to show off, I'm going to flip it over just a moment here. So I'm going to show off the house first and give you a little bit of overview. I created cheat sheets because there are so many things, and that's what I'm telling you. I'm going to take my time because there are so many incredible things to talk about this house. The address is 1519 38th Avenue. Oops, we got somebody working across the way there. It's 3 bedrooms, 2.75 baths, 2130 square feet. Plus, there's an additional office space. So I know we're hearing the neighbor right now. This is a really wonderful, very well-established neighborhood. The home itself is a 1923. And again, these are Madrona and many other neighborhoods in Seattle have been here since the city was actually founded back in the middle of the 1850s. So you'll see a lot of amenities, again, 1923, but you'll see this blend of a 1923 home, updated, meticulous. On top of that, you'll also see these snippets of the modern, the new, from the Nest system that's in here to, of course, security as well. So here we are, of course, we're in the main living room. And as you can see, I'm going to shut the door just in case they try to start the fan again. But just take a look. So I was sitting outside there on this beautiful deck, whether you were looking to entertain or just kind of take in the afternoon or evening. There is a beautiful, like this patio is really gorgeous right here. This is the front of the house. And back here, I would call this an overcast day, but honestly, this is, unfortunately, these are the fire hazes that are coming through from California, Washington, as well as Oregon. So it is a bit hazy, so we're not going to get the amazing views that we would. But just, again, take it in because it's an incredible area. And I'm not able to show off as well, but if you see in some of the older homes, again, this has some of the windows you'll see have this, I call it the Coke bottle effect, where it kind of feels a little bit wonky. Yes, that is a word. But it established itself within a home of this period. So let me go ahead and I'm going to pan through. And some of the things I want you to take a note of. Here are these beautiful tiger oak floors. The other thing, when I first walked through here, one of the first things I noticed was the heat registers. So like these cast iron, heavier heat registers, which again really fit the period of the home. And there's copper ones as well. So this is the main living room when you come in. And take a look. So again, because they took the time and really wanted things to be of the period, this is something that is, it's unique to the home. A lot of homes tend to just paint over the windows, so you're not able to open them. And as you can see, this is the old pulley system. You can open some of the windows here. I think this one might be a little stuck. Let me see over here. Here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the window. And there we go. That doesn't happen often in homes like this time frame. Again, what happens is people just paint over the window sills, all these right here, so you're not able to open the windows, or They just replaced them with replicas of what these were. So I'm going to pan over here, and these are built-in bookcases. This beautiful mantle up top. And I'm going to show you a little bit more. I want you to see these tiles. I don't want to mess up the name, but these are called Batchelder tiles. There was a gentleman named Ernest Batchelder, and he became famous for these types of tiles. And they were really different sceneries on some of them, very natural colors that he would do. So again, this is more of the natural tones, earth tones. And they became more famous during the 1920s. Again, period piece. This is a 1923 house. And it goes well. That is a wood burning fire. And then we have these side smaller windows. And look at the antiqued, these little lights. So now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to pan out. And I'm going to give you a feel for the room. Some of us probably had relatives who grew up, or you grew up in a house that had very similar qualities, this very cozy, very home feel, very comforting when you came in. I think this home has that same quality to it. And you do have these separate doors here. So I closed them because, again, coming in, if I wanted the sense of privacy, if I was having people coming over and entertaining, I love that I can shut the room off, and then maybe this is just where I'm entertaining at the moment. Maybe a lot of us are working from home, maybe somebody's doing some work here, and we'll go in there in just a moment. But I just wanted to get you a feel of these doors. And again, we are going to go ahead and open this up to this main dining room space. The great thing about this is, one, we have the vaulted ceilings with this crown molding, beautiful crown molding. But when you're coming into this room, it's roomy. Again, it's a big enough room. And on top of that, so right now, as we can see, this is a 4-seat rectangular dining room space. They have entertained before and probably had double the size. Bring that table out and you can entertain for probably up to 12 seats. So that's great, just talking about the space here, if you are entertaining, having people over for the holidays. And again, the same thing goes with these windows as well, making sure that these windows are able to open. And then I'm going to pan in on here because, again, look at this. Look at these. These are beautiful windows, and you can open them. And again, this is original hardware. You know, some of them updated, cleaned, but again, very much a part of the house and the ambiance we're looking at. And then you would just loosen this, and then you just pull this through. See how that goes? And then take a look at this. I love this lampshade here in the dining room. This is, again, a formal dining room space. So I wanted to show off a little bit of the area itself, like where we're at. So I pulled up a map on my laptop really quickly. As you can see, so here we are. This is Madrona. So this is the neighborhood of Madrona. Right up here on 34th will be this little kind of their own downtown neighborhood area. And then just north is Madison Valley, another kind of destination neighborhood. And then we have to the west of us will be downtown Seattle. Again, here's the central district. And down south of us will be Leschi. So hopefully that gives you a good idea. And then right here, again, this is the views. We're not getting them all today, but Lake Washington is included in that. And then on top of that, this is great. So 10 things we love about our home. Of course, the views are, number one, a lot of natural light coming in. We just talked about the 34th Avenue. They're talking about the restaurants. I'm giving a shout out. My personal favorite restaurant is the High Spot. They have amazing sandwiches. Been there various times. Of course, Lake Washington Boulevard. Friendly neighbors throughout. We talked about the holiday dinners that they have had here before. Grilling with friends, again, great entertaining. The kitchen, which we will see in just a moment, as well as, and it is mentioned for brunch, High Spot, but again, I've had some amazing sandwiches there. The home itself is a total of 2,130 square feet. And again, as I mentioned, this is 3 bedrooms plus the office. And then it's going to have the 2 bathrooms with the 3/4 bathroom, which I'll show off. And then we were talking again about, so these are throughout the home, you're going to see solid wood doors, which is great. So remember, again, probably aging myself, but I remember back in the day when there were, especially one of my aunts, had a wonderful kitchen space. And again, she had the door that you would come into and you would go into the kitchen. Kind of the same concept. So here we are in the kitchen, again, right off from that formal dining space. I want to show off some of that hardware on the windows. And right now we are looking north towards, if we were looking at that map I just showed you, that's Madison Valley going that way. And then I'm going to pan out over here. So this is a custom kitchen, really beautiful, very thought out plan. Even here, as Judy told me, this was great. I mean, again, just these little things. You see how it bows out a little bit? So these pans are not leaning right up against the window. On top of that, it was made so that these beautiful pans could face out this way. And then as you can see, there's these side shelves right here. And then there's this fan right above. So instead of that range hood that you've seen before, there is the fan right there above this stove. And then there is the stove itself. And on top of that, it's the Miele dishwasher. And then if you're not using the formal dining room space, and I understand, but you want a space where maybe it's the more informal or you're coming in the morning, look at this. Just a place to sit, to set up. There's even a little drawer here, your utility drawer as I call them. Let's go ahead and pan out through here again. I'm going to show off this Sub-Zero. That is the Sub-Zero refrigerator, and it's flush, and it also has the same facade as the rest of the kitchen. This is awesome. With the freezer down below, more than enough space. And then back here, let's talk about these built-in cabinets. So books, as you can see, display of your dishware, glassware. There's additional space on top if you are somebody who is the chef of the house. Plenty of space up here if you wanted to show off your cookbook collection. And then I noticed this again, these little details. If you're cooking in here or it's a little warm in here, you want to open up the window. The window works, it opens. So let me go ahead again. So you can see there's this amazing light set up throughout the house. And just to call out, the lighting is by New York artist David Landis. And we talked about the woodwork, the windows. I mean, everything was, there's a lot of things that were stripped down to the original woodwork. So that's very tedious. It takes time. And that talks to this house itself, taking the time and making it back to that period piece with these wonderful amenities. But again, there's some updates to it. You'll see these beautiful custom kitchen cabinets with the high-end appliances is also nice. And then we're actually going to take a peek outside in the back. I called this my backyard oasis if I lived here, because it has just this feeling of this is all me. This great wall of ivy. Then you can see right back here. So again, entertaining. It kind of rolls back into here. So if you did have folks over here and you have to do some things in the kitchen, everybody else can be back here. There's a place right there that's set right up for the grill. So, and again, one thing to note is if you wanted to, you could also plumb for a gas line because you have gas right there. So I'm going to pan out over here. As you can see, it's really quiet here too. Nice low maintenance as well as far as a backyard space goes. And I think you'll all love this. This has to be one of the favorite places outside here. This is a working shower, and no, I'm not going to get in it, but I am going to show it off. Isn't that great? And again, there's some more of this outside amenities. Take a look at how beautiful. And I'm going to walk up front real quick just so I can show it off again, because I know I started the video that way. Easy access to up front. Again, this entertaining space, or a space that you just kind of want to hang out at, whether you're working from home or not and you need some privacy but you want to be outside. I totally understand. Come over here, grab your laptop, take some of your Zoom calls, and again, as you can see, we have some very smoky skies right now, but down here this way you would have the view of Lake Washington right now. Some peekaboo views. You'd also be able to see downtown Bellevue. And then here we go, the front of the house. And I'm going to take you guys through the rest of the house upstairs, and then we'll finish downstairs. If you have any questions, feel free. Say hi, that you're in the room. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you again for joining me. We are at 1519 38th Avenue in Madrona, which is a wonderful, one of those original, we always talk about all these different rich neighborhoods in Seattle. Madrona is one of them. Seattle started out in around the 1950s or 1850s, and some of these well-established neighborhoods came about. This home is a 1923. Amazing architecture. Again, really a lot of detail, paying attention to the 1923 status of the home. Take a look at this. So this is just a little closet, and it does go through to the other closet. You don't see that in a lot of the newer homes today, right? And then we're looking at this crown molding. I'll show that off. This was the front. So if I wanted to open this up, here we go. I'm just going to show off this foyer. And all the doors here, I know I've mentioned before, but they are solid wood. And then right here, just a little, like a linen closet, and more space down below here. And then we're going to go into the bathroom here. So take a look at the ceramic tiles. And then this is a clawfoot tub. And I have to show it all off. Even take a look down there. It's a beautiful tub. And easily you could put in the extension for the shower and have it enclosed for a shower. And then the standalone sink with that cabinet. And the funny thing is, recently I saw just somebody was giving away just this piece from a very similar home, and it's so heavy. I mean, the glass itself is heavy on this piece, and they're thinking, I might put it in my own bathroom. But it was, again, it was so funny. I saw it here and I was like, wait, I just saw that yesterday. And the person who got it was so happy because this was such a great piece, original piece from a bathroom. So this is the room on the top floor. So this is one of the 3 bedrooms. And this could be the bedroom that is a guest bedroom because you have the bathroom right next to it. Also, to see this great built-in with the office space. This is pretty awesome, I have to say. Again, a lot of us are working from home. This is a wonderful workspace. And then I have that fan going in here. And there's the windows out here. Again, it kind of calls itself to the guest space. There's this built-in television right here. And the bed itself is a queen size bed. It's a perfect size for the room. I think if you went into the king size, which adds another 16 inches, I think it would take away from the ambiance of the room itself. The other thing you can do is with rooms like these, if they are going to double as the guest room, you can do Murphy beds that actually are the size of the headboard back there. It just closes up, and then when needed, you can open it back up again. So something to think about as, you know, we are accommodating guests who are coming through. And then as you can see, this little sit down space here. And this is great. Okay, I'm gonna walk in here. So this is a closet with a little window. And then I'm going to go over here, take a look. So I mentioned the closet in that foyer space. That's the other side. And if you haven't noticed, like even take a look at the hardware, the doorknobs. Beautiful doorknobs throughout. So let's go ahead and go upstairs first. So the primary bedroom is upstairs, and it's like its own little space. So there's a seating corner right here. And I'm just gonna take a seat right here so I can pan out and show you a little bit more of this open space as you walk upstairs. Closet space, so shelves. There you go, beautiful. And then if again you're working from home, here's what your view is going to look like. You can see there's already a desk here, and as I mentioned, yes, it is a smoky day, but you would get some beautiful views coming in. Even on, I mean, you could almost say yes, it's a smoky day today. But as well, we have a lot of those overcast rainy days. So this kind of plays into it as well, as far as the ambiance of what 9 months, 8 months out of the year would be like. So I think also think about it from a lot of natural light coming in. So we'll walk down here. And again, I wish I could show you more of the view, but this is what you're going to see here. Beautiful Madrona would be looking out right now from where we're at onto Lake Washington. And these beautiful wood floors again here. And I've been talking about like this, again, this update. You have a period piece of a 1923 home, but you have some really cool either whether it's industrial, you want to call it rustic, you have these really great pieces that are interwoven very well into the home. So again, barn door, a little bit more industrial look here. And then take a look at this bathroom. They did a great job with using the roof line, and you can hear me echoing, but using the roof line and creating this space here. This is a shower with the raindrop shower head. Take a look. That's beautiful. And the tile itself is really awesome. Very natural feel to it. There's a little bit of a bench there. And then you have this really awesome looking, this kitchen sink space with the this down below cabinet. And then we're going to peek over here and take a look at this built-in. This is a little built-in closet space as well. Those floating drawers. And then you have this full-length mirror. And then if you wanted to utilize more, you could do more built-ins, whatever works for you for this space. You could even use it if you really needed a quiet space. Maybe you just need to put a small chair in here, and this is a reading room. I am echoing in here. That's how quiet it is. And again, more of those built-ins. Built-ins really reflect the older homes, the craftsman style homes that you see. So, and then that right there is a king size bed with the 2 nightstands that fit great in this space. So let's go ahead and swing around here again. So for a primary bedroom, this is your space. This is a pretty good space to cover. So let's go ahead and go downstairs. And where I'm going next is I'm going to go to the basement. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free, say hi. I would love to hear from you. Thank you for joining me. The house I am at, again, is 1519 38th. And we are in Madrona. I'm going to go over here through the kitchen, and you might have missed it. So this is the interesting part. You might have missed the basement door, and it hides so well, but here we go. This is down to the basement. I'd say everybody watch your step, but it's only me. So again, wood floors down here. So the top floor had the wood floors, carpet the stairs, but a lot of wood floors, the tiger oak on the main floor. So you see this little nook with the bookshelf in here. You could also do a built-in bookshelf. Now we come to the second bedroom, and this room is great. This is a queen size bed with the 2 side nightstands. Again, if you wanted to, you could utilize it and do maybe more shallow nightstands and do a king size bed. You also could do a variation. I always give an idea of what a bigger size bed would look like, but if you did bunk beds in here, there's enough. I just wanted to let you know there's enough space. Like, these are tall vaulted ceilings in a basement that you could do more like maybe a loft style bed with a bunk underneath, something like that. There's enough headroom in here to do that. And it's a good sized bedroom, as you can see. Okay, so I'm going to flip over here, and then as you're walking down the hallway, I want you to take note. These beautiful, again, these are heat registers. Beautiful period piece. I mean, they're replicas, but they're beautiful because they match the ambiance of the house. In here, you wouldn't even know this. This is where your furnace is and your water heater. And it hides so well in this space. And over here, this is another closet. And as you can see, so this has an adjustable, the brand is Alpha System. So what's nice about it is you can adjust it to whatever your needs would be. You can add in additional, you can go higher. So that's really nice that it's so versatile. And then over here, take a look, little hiding space. But for some of us who have those seasonal items, say Christmas ornaments, trees, Halloween stuff, Thanksgiving, that's a great place to hide it right there. So let me go ahead and I'm going to pan over here. And now we're going down the walkway. And as you can see, there's a couple open beams set up here. I love that they did, again, the gray color to offset. And then I'm going to go over here. Take a look at this. Another bathroom. Another bathroom, beautiful setup. Here we go with the single sink. Beautiful tile work done as well. And again, so this has the separate shower space. And then over here, this is the bathtub. And right here, just so that you know, I mean, again, they're using every space available, which is awesome. This actually right here is those stairs I just walked down. So even, here we go, glass baby right there. Gets a little bit of a focal point. I love it with those glass shelves. And I don't know if you know, but because my ears are ringing because it is so quiet down here. These vaulted ceilings in a basement, that is amazing. Here we go in the laundry room space. So you can see it easily fits the full washer dryer space. You have the shelf here. You could add another shelf. You could do cabinets because it's so far recessed back. You have enough room to add additional space for storage. And then for some of us, I think we would remember what this was. So in the old homes, this used to be where your ironing board would come out. In this case, they have converted it over to just some shelves. As you can see, some additional storage, like a little utility shelf space. And then we have over here, there's a sink. Again, some additional shelving, however you'd want to set it up. This is great to have here though. And then down here, take a look. So this is that bonus room. Take a look at this. Even with these, take a look at those windows. Isn't that great? And again, this is an adjustable shelving system. So however you would need it, you certainly could do it, whether you're using it for storage, additional clothing. If you're, you know, a lot of us, again, are working from home. As you can see, this is set up as an office. If the kids are having to do work as well online, this is another great space. As you can see, really even across this wall here, you could do additional shelving. So if you needed a lot more space for, again, say some of those seasonal items like your Christmas items, your Halloween items, you need more shelving. This would accommodate that. You'd be able to convert it over easily. And then, if I remember correctly, these are flagstone, or maybe not, but outside has flagstone. This is cement. And come on down here. So this is your garage, and normally for a home of this age, you would not have a garage that was attached. You find a lot of homes of this style that are going to be detached. So being able to come into your house, park your car in here, plenty of room. So I drive an SUV. It's a mid-size. It would fit perfectly right here. You're probably maybe about 7.5 feet of tall ceiling space. And then on top of that, which is nice, again, paying attention to accessibility. So you have the hose set up right here. So if you want to hose off on the front, if you're watering your plants up here in front, you have that. Easy sewer access. And also check out the French drains. Well, we all know how, wet it gets here in Seattle. So having French drains to help alleviate some of that rain is a great added bonus. So, and it's a really dry space. And then you still have this, as you can see right here, you still have this space. So if you wanted to do some shelving, you could. So let's go back up the stairs. There's also a security system here as well. And so I'm just going to walk upstairs, kind of give you a brief view of where we just walked. Again, We have the 1 bedroom, 1 bath downstairs in the basement. And then on the top floor is the primary with the restroom. And then on the main floor will be another bedroom / office space. And that's also where the formal dining room space is, and the living room, as well as the beautiful kitchen. And again, these are custom cabinets. Very well thought out for the layout of the home. And then we'll go into the dining room. So thank you guys again for joining me. I am here at 1519 38th Street in Seattle in the Madrona neighborhood. To the north of us is going to be Madison Valley. To the west of us is going to be the Central District. There is a wonderful downtown Madrona, like with a few shops and restaurants. There's also some wonderful parks, and then easy access to lakefront if you want to go down to the lake. So it's just beautiful. And again, pan out here. Saw that shower down there. Isn't that a great view? This is the house itself. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me directly. I'm at 206-678-4298. This wonderful home is listed by my amazing colleague, Judy Honican, and you can reach her at bridgetobridgeliving.com. You can also see some really amazing photos also of this house as well. It's a 1923 home. It's 2,130 square feet, and it feels so much bigger, again, because there's these vaulted ceilings, a lot of attention to detail, but the vaulted ceilings, especially in the basement, make it feel so much more open. And we saw a lot of the original woodwork and the windows, those tiger oak floors. And I have to give, again, a shout out, because I did do a little bit of homework, but the Chelder tiles, that's really a cool thing with the fireplace. So again, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope everybody's safe out there. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.